Hi guys, in today's video we are going to be saying something important and it's going to be about shocks. Culture shock, right? As you have seen in the title of this video. A lot of people are looking at studying abroad and you don't know what to expect. What do I expect in a new country that I'm going to? What do I expect? What is the community like? What is the weather like and all of that? And different people have different experiences. They have different things. I have a lot of things that I need to talk about, right? But I need you to take a look at this experience from another person's perspective. And that is why I'm going to be having a guest on this episode today. Gentlemen and ladies, if your hands are not too busy, I'm going to bring on Tolulokwe Kalejaye on board. Hello, Tolu.
Hi, Ezekiel.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Hi. Such a privilege and an exciting opportunity to be here today
good to
with
see
you.
you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
My pleasure.
For flying all the way for different reasons.
Yeah, for different reasons. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
guys, this is Tolu. Tolu,
Hi, guys.
meet the viewers.
So
who is
such
Tolu?
an exciting opportunity to be here.
Yeah.
Tolu is a recent graduate of
Okay.
Masters of Science in Biology at the Minnesota State University, Mankato. And
Awesome.
yeah, I kind of met Ezekiel briefly before I left Nigeria. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's an exciting
now we are
journey.
doing like some sort of reunion in the United States, which is actually cool.
Yeah, sure.
Right, of course. So today I'm talking about cultures, right? Culture shock, and
culture.
particularly as Africans, we have different people coming into the US, some of them going to Canada.
True.
With that African mindset, African mentality, right? So I'm just going to like briefly, if you can remember, like what are some of this like culture shocks that actually happened to you? I have a list that happened to me, right? I think we are going to infuse that as well. But I want to get from your perspective what you think, some things that actually shocked you in.
Shock me. Okay. So America is an exciting place, and there's nothing wrong with our African culture. Like we are good. So one thing I want to say, even before I go into the things, is like when you come here, you don't need to be a different person. Really, you are fine as who you are.
Yeah.
But like there are some things that would get better, and there are some things that you're like, okay, I need to drop this habit and all of those things. But overall, it's been an exciting journey being here. So one of the first thing that was like a shock for me,
Right.
or more like an experience for me. So naturally, I'm a very punctual person. I keep to time. Like I don't go late to places.
Yeah.
So I never in my life thought that I would like be ought or quote unquote be penalized for getting late to a place. So I'm a very punctual person. But on this particular day, I had like a bus to catch. Like, it just showed me how punctual the American system is.
Yeah.
So I had to catch a flight, but I needed to get a bus to the airport. So the flight was like 3:30. My mind, right? 3:30 is the time to get there. Apparently 3:30 is the time the bus is leaving.
The bus leaves.
Yeah, not like the time the bus.
Yeah.
So I missed the bus.
Can you imagine?
That is so funny. I missed the bus, so automatically I missed the flight.
Yeah.
That is part one of that story.
Really?
Part two is that okay, I got another flight. I got to book another flight for that same day. You know.
It would be more expensive.
Yeah, it would be more expensive. It was not my first time flying. Like even before I came to America, I had frequently flown in Nigeria, right? So I was used to, get to the people at the check. They just maybe even if it's 30 minutes of the flight, they rope you in and all of those good things.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. If they tell you that your flight is by 9 and boarding will end by, let's say,
By
8:40-ish. Trust me, the plane will be in front of you like this. It's going to go and you're not going to enter.
Let me tell you one that happened to me similarly about that. So when I went to Atlanta and my flight was for 7 o'clock in the evening, I got to the airport by 5:30.
Oh wow.
I went to the check-in. I went to the check counters and I was told that I've missed my flight already. This is 1 hour, 30 minutes before. I'm very sure the plane was still on the tarmac.
Wow. I guess it's because it's Atlanta. Atlanta is a very busy
airport. It's a very busy airport.
Yeah.
So I think they were also considering from when I was going to leave, board the train to the tarmac.
Atlanta, I think it's an Atlanta thing. That one is an Atlanta thing.
I have to book another flight on the spot.
Wow.
More expensive,
obviously.
Right? Because I'm like, excuse you. I mean, but then I was trying to be kind of conservative because I don't want to go and shout. So they will not carry me back to
Carry where you need to go.
right.
Yeah.
So that's one thing in terms of timing as well. There was also an event that was done in school. The event was supposed to start by 6 o'clock.
Okay.
It started 6 o'clock. This was when I nearly came in, and then by 5 minutes past 6, I got there. They had me to wait outside. That until everybody is done and all of that,
Tick, tick,
before they can
clock. Yeah.
you can come in.
Yeah.
So timing is, if they tell you it's 1 p.m., you have to be there at least 5 minutes early. Right, 5 minutes early. Is there any other one that you have?
So I actually didn't finish with that story.
Okay.
So like the second flight, I got to the airport quite early. The flight was for around like maybe 12. I was there like 10. Instead of me, the novice me, to go through security, I thought that was just going to be an easy pass. I was just waiting in the lounge instead of going through security. So I took time before I got to the lounge, and quote and unquote, I didn't prepare for that. I had something in my carry-on that was more than 100 ml. So I was like, you go and check in that bag. But before I did all of that, aeroplane left me
again.
Yes. Yes. So like I said, this is something that I would never in my wildest imagination thought would happen to me, being somebody who is extremely punctual. Like when I say extremely, I'm not even trying to cap for myself. People who don't know that I'm not someone to get to places late.
Yes.
So from that point, it was within the first week that I got here, because I was going to go to my sister's place after I arrived. From that point, my punctuality went from maybe it was 70, it went to 200. It went to 200. So that was one thing for me, that America is punctual.
But I mean, I wouldn't blame you for missing your flight because you got to the airport early. I think the problem is navigating the airport.
Sincerely, I had no excuse. It was just my Nigerian mentality that TSA security check shouldn't be a big deal. But I didn't remember that I was not the only one flying that day. Yeah, and there is different standard of TSA. There is, if you are using the standard, it's gonna take longer. I didn't put all of that into mind. It was my first domestic flight. It was my first domestic flight, so I didn't think that. I didn't just put everything together that there was a lot of. Even after fighting the TSA, there was a train to take to somewhere. I didn't put all of that into mind. I thought it was just a thing I would do in a snap of a finger.
You never forget your first.
I never.
I
said the next. There was one time, another time I had a flight. I said, I think the flight was. I got to the airport like 4 hours earlier. I passed TSA like 4 hours earlier. I said once upon a time, Domi missed our flight twice on the same day. Now Domi knows never to get to the airport late or like to delay passing through traces. So that's something. So if you are somebody who is not punctual and you are looking forward to come to the United States, I think that's something you want to build upon. Nobody waits for you here.
Yeah, it's an African thing, right? And I think for Nigeria, when you say you are going somewhere for like maybe the trip is like it's going to take 30 minutes or 45 minutes thereabout, you consider the traffic, right? But here you don't consider the traffic. If it's a 45 minutes trip, it's a 45 minutes trip. Don't say there will be traffic or there will be like no hold up as it is, right? So that's really an interesting one. Time is of essence,
money,
and it's crazy. And they also keep to time here. When they tell you it's 7 to 8, it's 7 to 8. Right?
Yep.
Another one that I think shocked me a little bit is when I go to church.
Okay.
Right. So the Nigerian context of church is, of course, we go to church and all of that. And after service, people want to meet with the pastor. You want to meet with the man of God. You want to go and meet the man of God. Protocol will say, no, Papa is busy, something like that. Yeah, Tolu, it was the pastor that was meeting the members.
Yep. The pastor even is at the entrance of the door, shaking you. You're welcome to church.
I was like and this is like a over 1,000 seater capacity church. It's the pastor that will come after preaching, like, hey, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. You don't know me before. You don't know where I've been. You don't know how I am. Like it's really a huge one for me. I wouldn't know if you experienced that or you have something similar.
No, something like in the same line, but not exactly.
Right.
Which would be something that I didn't expect was like now a good thing. Like, so one of my duties when I was doing my program is that I teach. So I taught like an introductory biology lab
Yeah.
for students. And based on the few things I've heard about American students, I
Yeah.
thought that they will be unapproachable,
Okay.
all those kind of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But to my amazement, students are really nice.
They are really nice.
I
Yeah.
give it to them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, people say thank you for things that
Mhm.
you like. Typically, like I don't expect you to say thank you for
And they
things
really
that
mean it.
yeah, I don't expect you to say thank you for things that I think are my duty. But when you say it, it's like,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
it's really good when
Yeah.
people are
Yeah.
appreciative.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you must have done your part, like not
Of
coming
course.
late to your class,
Yes,
that you're
of course.
teaching and
Yeah.
you're teaching really well.
Yeah.
It's not just
Yeah.
they are just showing the thank yous, but like
Mhm.
they can see that you're putting in effort,
Yeah.
you're passionate about what you're
Yeah.
doing. So people are quite approachable, just like you said in
Yeah.
the case of the pastor thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's something else
You know,
for
the
me.
thing with that is if you are from African, right, and people tell you thank you and all of that, particularly in an official setting,
Mhm.
you might say it as whining.
Mm.
No, they whine with you. I beg, stop it.
Yeah.
But here they actually take it seriously,
Yep.
and their thank you is actually, actually weighty when it's supposed to thank
Yep.
you. Right.
They mean it.
So how did you cross the road when you came
Ah.
to America? Because to me,
Oh.
I was shocked.
Oh.
So
oh.
the day I came,
Oh.
right, I wanted to pick up my keys, and I think my roommate, was walking me to where I was going to pick up my keys, and then we just got to an intersection, and he pressed the button. I'm like, why are you pressing the button? There's no car. No car is coming. Let's go. They said, if you cross, so you have to press like, wait, walk sign is on for all
Yeah,
crossings. I'm
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Did
Though the
you
Nigerian
experience
in
that?
me once in a while, I'm like,
I
no
like, you know
car.
what? Let's go.
But yeah, it's part of the orderliness around here.
Yeah.
For me, actually, I've been somebody that I appreciate the fact that cars wait, even if you cross
Yes.
when you are
yes,
not.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I think they say it's your right.
Yeah.
There's a particular
yeah.
term for that. You
Yeah.
have the right of way.
Right of
If you are
way,
crossing,
yes.
you have the right of way, even though a car is
Yeah.
driving. So you have the right of
Yeah.
way to go.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that. That
Mhm.
peace when I'm
The
crossing
peace,
the road
yeah.
is
And they just
golden.
wait for you.
It's golden. It's
Yeah.
golden. If they eat
Yeah.
you, the person is.
Yes.
If you make it out alive, the person is going to pay. Like the person will be fine. So
Yeah.
it's a big deal where like you
Yeah.
wait for people that
Yeah.
are crossing.
Yeah.
And me being somebody that has been eat on Nigerian road, I've once been
Really?
eaten by a bike before that I landed in the hospital. So that is such a luxury that I have come to
Yeah.
enjoy.
And you know
That
the
cars
thing
can
they,
wait for you
yeah,
to
the
walk.
thing they actually pay attention to here is also like the speed limits,
Yep.
right? You have to go by it. In my first few weeks, I hated like being driven around because I'm like, any small mile or any small kilometer, you see traffic light stop. It's not as if you are going on 120 kilometer per hour, right? You are going within 15 or 25 kilometer per hour, and then you say stop, red lights. Some people prefer walking, right? They prefer driving to walking, especially with like within distance. But now I'm used to it, right? So now I'm scared that if I start driving, I will be able to like contain that limit
You
of
will.
25 or
You
45
definitely.
kilometers.
You will. With cameras on the red light. You will.
Maybe if they will give me bill. Maybe
You
that one
are.
I'll be able
And they don't used to
to-
beg in this country.
They don't
There's
used to
nothing
beg.
like I
I don't
didn't knew.
know.
You took the driving test. Sorry. There's nothing like I didn't know. So
Yeah.
things are quite serious
that's
around here.
also- Yeah. Do you have any other?
Couple here and there. One thing I want to tell you: if anybody tells you, "Oh, we're having a party, come over, there will be food," make sure you ask what's on the menu. It's very important for your stomach, faculty. Make sure you ask
Yeah.
what exactly will be served. Because if an American tells you that there will be food,
Yeah.
mashed potato, burgers.
Pizza.
If those are things that you're interested in, don't expect that you will see like a big chicken.
Pizza.
Most people don't eat chicken. That's another thing I found strange.
Yeah.
Like the way we eat chickens in Nigeria, for example, as chunks with the bones.
Yeah.
Most people don't eat like that.
Yeah.
It's mostly like shredded chicken. Like
Mhm.
you can't carry that your beef with that beef that you want to carry and eat. They don't eat it around it. So if that's what you had in mind, please eat at home before you go. So that's something that if you're inviting me to a party, I love you, I'll be there, but I'll eat before I come.
Yeah.
So I will
Because
not be
when they tell you
disappointed.
that, oh, don't worry, when you come, there will be a lot of food and all that. I get it.
There
Where's
will
the
be,
food? You'll be like,
but it
"Yes,
might not be
pizza."
what interests you.
Boxes of pizza. But interesting, another thing that I like about that, right, that kind of setting is if there is excess of food in quotes, you take it home.
Yeah, sure.
They'll be like, oh, do you need this and all that? You take it home and all that. And this is preferable, not that you are ordering it, not that you brought extra nylon from your house.
No, no.
Not to put
Funny,
food
funny.
there. No, they actually give it to you that do you need this and all of that, and then you are good, right?
Mhm.
My first class, now let's talk academics now. Unlike Nigeria, where you have to go, perhaps the school that I went to Nigeria, you have to go to class, and then all of your classmates are also going to be there, and all of that. And then the lecturer comes in, and it's typical teaching, it's typical lecturing, right?
Mhm.
Perhaps dictating for you, and then you are writing. It's seminar like here. And to crown it all, your lecturer is going to come to class with snacks. Like I
Some
brought snacks for you
lecturers.
guys.
Some lecturers.
All the okay, yes, some lecturers. Yes, some lecturers will come to class with snacks, right? And they'll just tell you that, so you know what, there's snacks and all of that. So if you're having like a 2 hour class or a 2.5 hour class, there'll be like some sort of break in between. There's snacks, you can pick it up and all of that. And you can decide to walk out of the class without saying that, please, so I'm going out.
That one is a shocker. That one was a shocker for me too. And you don't, even if you are teaching, you don't have to stop any student.
You don't have to.
Like there might be penalties. Or for example, like the lab I teach.
Mhm.
If you leave before the end of class, you don't get credit for. There's like an in-class assignment.
Yeah.
And if they took a test, that test was not valid because you didn't like literally.
Mm.
So, but nobody's gonna stop you to.
Yeah.
Bye. If
Yeah.
you wanna go, you have the
Just
right.
go.
You have the right of way. You can go.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So that's really an amazing one.
Mhm.
And of course, there are a lot of culture shocks as well. So I'm going to like tweak the question now to before coming to America, what were the things you had in mind? When you came, did it meet your expectations or was it below expectation?
On a very sincere scale, it did really meet my expectations. Like, it did really, really, really meet my expectations. Like, the academic setting, the people,
Right. Yeah.
the opportunities, the peace of mind. When I watch people say things like there are some things that are troubling you in Nigeria that you did not realize that they were troubling you, but when you move to a different space, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this made a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I would say that it met the education system is amazing. There is accountability, even from the lecturers' end.
Yeah.
Like I never thought that you can rate your lecturers.
Yes, you can.
Like you can grade, like you can literally say that they taught you well or they did not teach you well.
Yeah.
Like that keeps everybody on their toes. Like there's this transparency that everybody just needs to do their part.
Yeah.
There's resources available for you.
Yeah.
Even transportation is free around. If you're going for long distance, that's on you. But like within campus, it's free. There's resources even for food.
Yes.
There is
alone in itself is a shocker.
Yeah, like and you're not even begging for it.
You're not like
you're expected to come and
you're expected
get,
to go in there and get
some food items.
Yeah.
There is this. It really was more this academic performance was really good for me. I really enjoyed the way they taught, meeting people. I think one of the things that I really enjoyed also, most importantly, was actually meeting people. People from outside where I knew. It was really interesting having to hear other people's perspective from different. Like I said that I've met more Africans coming to the United States than I have ever met when I was in Nigeria. So America is the melting point that they say that it is. So it's really a great experience, I would say.
Interesting.
What I miss most is definitely the people back.
The people back
home. America is a great place.
Technology has made it easy, but then you can't fail. You can't fail. You can always say that you want to do video call, but as reverse will say, it can't be like it. It cannot be like it at all, right? Considering the fact that you went to Minnesota, right? How was it like? How many years did you spend in there?
2 academic sessions. A little bit less than 2 years. Yeah.
Did you at any point miss home? Did you at any point ask that who sent me a message?
I never got that serious. Sincerity. I had support systems. So I would say that one thing that can really make it all seem like a lonely road, sincerely, if you don't have people, like individualism is a big thing.
Mind your business.
Yeah, everybody minded in their business. It's not like in Nigeria that if you're walking on the road, you're looking strange. People can still say, "Is everything all right there?" Nobody will stop you. So like a lot can be going on with you, and nobody will really know. Like because you can just come out faking. Nobody is really in your space. Everybody's on their own. So that's that's something. But for me, I really had support system, and I am grateful. I think that
Right.
I'm really, really grateful for that. I don't know how it would have been if it was the other. If I just came here, I didn't know anybody. I sincerely don't know. Some people kind of easier for them to mix with others, and that's great. Like
Yeah.
if you don't have like good social skills, you are somebody that keep to yourself. America will make you worse.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
make you worse because nobody's gonna ask you.
And don't force you to come for parties.
Yeah,
They'll
nobody's
just give you an invite.
yeah, if you don't
You can
come,
make it. That's
like you
fine.
also have to be very intentional about building your own community,
Yes.
reaching out to people, looking
Yeah.
out for others too.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot just be expecting that people will looking out for you too.
Mm,
You might think that
looking-
I'm just an international student, I have nothing to offer. You can offer your
Yeah.
time to people,
Yeah.
you can offer your presence to people.
Mhm.
You know, that's how you build
Mhm.
people.
Mhm.
And I think one thing I just want to say here is don't be too rigid on the fact that you only want to make friends with people that look like you or like people that are just like
you should
sincerely
be open.
just that's why you are here. Like
Yeah.
you should be open to
Yeah.
talking to other people. There are people who will take you for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who might not, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But like just be open to like
Yeah.
So I don't think I ever really felt like I should go back. No.
Okay.
No.
I think even in the midst of all of those, right, the way the curriculum and the academic environment is set is up to par. And what I mean by that is you can get 100. Yes. Like you can get an A, you can get 100. If you get 70, you don't know what you are doing.
Exactly. That I think that was something else. That's something else.
Even if you get 80 or 85.
Yeah, that's something else that really shocked me. I think it's good to like really like clarify that because where we are from, 70 is A, 70 here is C or something.
Yes.
So I think 90 is A.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's even the A has categories.
It has A plus
right?
and A minus.
You have A plus, you have A minus.
Yeah.
I think A plus starts from like 95 upwards. A minus is from 94. Then if you have like B minus or thereabouts, it's like below 90. So if you know what you're doing, you will get an A.
Exactly.
Do you get? So when people say that, I was like, oh really?
Yeah.
You know.
And another thing is a bit there are some accommodations and allowances here that allow you. So 70 in Nigeria is a big deal, but before you get that 70, you work hard for it. You work hard for it. But 90 is the case, not because it's harder, but because there's no reason for you to fail.
Go below.
Yeah, because there's resources. There's a calendar reminding you that you have assignment to submit.
Yes.
You can't say I forget.
Yeah.
There's a calendar. So and I even had a course that I took in my first semester that if you submit your assignment when due, my brother, if you score 1 over 15, as far as you submitted it when due, the lecturer will allow you to do it again and get full mark. Like you get let's literally say you get 1 over 15, but hopefully you will not score 1 over 15. But let's say you get that bad, but you submitted when it was due. Like it could be like 11:59 p.m. on a particular date, or not before that time. The lecturer can look at what you did, you know, guide you. Oh, this is what you could do better, and then you can actually get 15 over 15. But if you decided to submit later than the due date and you score 1 over 15, that 1 over 15 is exactly what will be there. So yes, it's the A is 90, but there's a lot of accommodation for you to improve. People even have what we call, there's something like maybe like a makeup at the end of the semester. Like you don't really see people carrying over things because there is an opportunity to make up. There is like there's some courses that you drop your 2 lowest grades. There are all of those accommodations that really ensure that you do well at the end of the day. You drop your lowest grade, you can make up if let's say you miss an exam, you have a valid reason of why you missed the exam. You can take that exam again without really like having to deduct your points. So those are all the reasons why 90s are like there's a lot of easiness already. So we can't make A70. Not because so I think all of that is very important that you put in
the
perspective.
Professors are willing to help as well.
Exactly.
Right? In that example,
there's open hours. Like
there's open hours
every lecturer needs to have a particular time in their week when they are available to see you. Like no matter the publishing that they are publishing, whatever thing they like, they need to make that time in their week to attend to students.
Yeah.
And you can sign up. It's not like 20 people will just appear at the door.
Yeah.
So you can make an appointment to go and say that.
Appointment,
Yeah, I think that's something.
It's not that you get to the office
and they are not there.
So they are
No,
not there.
no, they have to be there.
Even if they are not, even if you perhaps you made an appointment and
they will email you
last minute, they'll send you an email that they can. Oh, I'm sorry. And they'll be like, oh, please feel free to make another appointment. I'm happy to treat you to coffee or to tea or something. I'm like, really? That's nice. Really interesting. Please be missing appointments so that we can be drinking coffee. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of things, but I think with this, they are basically like most of the common things that you are going to expect when you travel to the United States. So for those who are still like in Nigeria or in their respective countries and they are looking at coming to study abroad, particularly in America, what are like the final thoughts that you're going to have for them?
It's a journey, really. You know, the journey between just crossing that border, like, I don't necessarily mean a country border, but like crossing between, oh, I desire to do this thing and actually doing it could be very challenging. Right. But when you think about all that comes with it, you realize that it's definitely worth the effort. It's worth it. Like, you're going to pay your school fees, you get an offer, like, it's definitely worth it. Like, so I think don't give up is basically what I say. Don't give up.
We don't give up here. You guys
don't give up. I have a channel where I talk about a DIY grad channel where I talk about other things, like just like Ezekiel. So
I will tag Tolo's channel in here so you can follow and subscribe. Turn on your notifications as well. She has amazing content already. Her contents are blowing up. So you should actually be part of those people that will be blown with such content.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
Ensure that you subscribe and turn on your notifications as well. And I mean, they can also follow you on LinkedIn.
Yes,
I guess. So I'll put the details in there and all of
that. So just like a little motivation right there. Me sitting down here, standing all sweet. There have been days that I've also cried, like in Nigeria, like when I was looking forward to it. Like, I just didn't give up really, and I'm grateful for support that I had that encouraged me. I think one of the most important things in this life is just to have people.
Just have people around.
People that know that, oh, this thing you are aiming at is a good thing, and they can encourage you. So it took me a couple of years too before even though, you know, I thought that my grade in undergrad should just be like this. Give me the admission and the funding, but it didn't have food, you know. When they tell you just make a first class, the world is at your feet.
Yes,
doesn't always go that way.
Not
so
just
if you're out there and you're thinking of quitting, if it's really your dream, really, not because you want to
and not because you are pressured.
Yeah. If it's really your thing and you see yourself, like, academic is as resources available, but you have to do the work.
Right.
Like, don't think you come and be working on petals or flowers. You're just enjoying. Like, you have to.
You have the resources. The work will be done. The more work you have, the more resources you have. Like, you have no excuse of not reading. Right. So if it's like a study,
library opens to you like forever.
There are places
there is free internet. Like, you can't say my gig has finished. Like, you can't even see to borrow. Even if you want to take home, not even to like you want to take. I don't have computer, but I want computer for the semester. It's available.
Yeah, it's available.
So you have to do the work. You have to be really interested in the academics. If you are not, I don't think you're just going to.
You just struggle.
You spoil your own reputation. Don't spoil your own name. So I think that if there's something you are really interested in, I believe that you can do it if you put your mind to it, and you can do it yourself. Really,
you can do it yourself.
You can do it. That's exactly what my channel is. It's a DIY. You can do it yourself.
You don't have to pay other people. You can do it yourself.
And if there's something it adds to you doing it yourself, there's something it adds to you. There's a level of confidence. Even when you're going to do the visa interview, because no matter who is in your package, you understand what you wrote.
And you can boast about it. You can boast about that. I did this.
Right? So you can encourage somebody else out there.
So yeah.
Now we'll give up. Fuck up.
Now we'll give up. Mess up. Yeah, absolutely.
End of story.
Yeah, that's been nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ezekiel. Thank you for
coming. And that's it, guys. Ensure that you subscribe to Tolo's channel. I'm going to put it in the description.
And subscribe to Ezekiel's channel too.
Turn on your notifications, subscribe to this, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, your yes is on the way and it has to meet you ready. Peace out, guys.
Nice. Awesome.